Welcome to the rotary cutting section of the pocket making section for the shields. You'll be taking pieces that look like this, just basic pieces of fabric, turning them into nicely cut pieces, which will then end up getting sewn and becoming pockets for the shields. So you'll have a pile you can pick through. I've already got 3 pieces that I've selected and folded down. Biggest to the bottom, smallest on top, so you can do up to 4. So this is my 4th and final piece.
Always put the smallest one on top.
I'll lay it, this is all on top of the cutting board. Lay it down, and then you take your acrylic pattern, and you want to make sure that it fits with enough cutting room. So I'll set it this way so that I have plenty of room to cut around the edges. So we have all of our pieces on here with the acrylic. And when you grab the rotary cutter, hopefully it's in the safety position, so it's important that when you're ready to cut, you'll press down to put it out so that you're ready to cut. But let me explain a few things first about cutting out the fabric. So when you're cutting it, you'll want to make sure that you're applying pressure, and I'll actually stand up to make sure I get enough pressure on there while I'm cutting. And you'll want to keep the left side of the rotary cutter inwards towards the acrylic cutout. And that's because it will make it so that you can get a really nice clean edge, because on this side the little edge here might interfere. And when you're doing it, you'll be tempted to just start at the bottom and cut up, but what will happen is the fabric will bunch up, and then it will make it harder to get a nice clean cut. So you'll start in just a little bit. I'm going to go in about 1 inch and start, and I'm just going to roll a little bit forward, keeping my hands away from the blade, and then I'll roll back to the edge closest to me, and then I'll roll all the way out, making a cut. And while I'm holding it, I can bring this up and I'll see that I cut all the way through, so it's a nice clean cut. And then you don't want to turn the fabric, but you can take the cutting board and just turn it to cut the next edge, which I've already done. And once you do all the edges, you can lift up and take off the acrylic cutout, and you have all the pieces nicely cut right there.
Good job.